Devin Hannibal Nicholson in action there in the squared circle. Of course, Hannibal is here. Well, you got Hannibal in the ring. When you talk to him outside the ring, Devin Nicholson. Good
Actually, you forgot to mention I'm the Canadian heavyweight champion.
Sorry, Canadian heavyweight championship.
And I will be defending this title actually on August the 14th, very close by in Brockville, Ontario, at the Memorial Centre against the 7-foot tall Darko with Road Warrior Animal as the guest referee. A
WWE wrestling legend there. No, Devin, I've said before, Hannibal is a Canadian wrestling legend. Here we have Canadian literary legend, Jan Murphy from the Kingston Standard. You promoted shows. You're helping Devin with this huge match.
I've interviewed Devin many times throughout his career. And I'm just happy that there's somebody bigger than me on this couch for once.
You're looking svelte these days. Well, I know you're working out.
That's not too hard when you have arms like this.
No, so Devin called me when he announced this show, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. And that's a big name to bring in here, one of the Road Warriors. They don't come much
And the
bigger.
Honky Tonk Man's going to be there too, your buddy.
I love a Honky Tonk Man. He'll be there, and there's going to be a whole bunch of matches going on that night.
Little people wrestling too.
They're going to be there.
Yeah.
And so again, we really want to hype this. It's Great North Wrestling.
Don't forget about the valets. There's going to be some very attractive valets as well.
Oh, for who's that for?
Several of the matches actually. Yeah.
Well, once again, Friday, August 14th at 8 p.m. Brockville Memorial Centre. Very important to know that. But there's some. We'll see Devin in action here. You were out of it for a few years.
I was, yes,
you made the Canadian Newswire services, but all is good. You have a clean bill of health. Can you explain?
Yes, well, basically what happened was I was infected with hepatitis C in a professional wrestling match. I was cut with a hepatitis C infected razor blade without permission by another wrestler. That was proven in court. That's how I was transmitted the disease. I went through.
Well, there's a whole documentary based on this as well.
There was a documentary that won 3 awards at the LA Movie Awards. There was a global TV documentary. It's been in Maclean's magazine all over the place. But basically I went through 2 treatments. I'm cured after going through hellish chemotherapy-like treatments. And yeah, I've been back wrestling for a year now.
When this is all you've ever known, really, you must have missed it.
Yeah, but the worst part actually about that was around the time I found out I had Hep C, I was actually offered a WWE contract. So after a long time working towards that contract, I lost the contract. Who knows if I will ever get it back again, but either way, I'm on to bigger and better things. I'm wrestling. I beat UFC legend Dan the Beast Severn earlier this year. I pinned AJ Styles.
You beat Dan Severn?
Yes, I actually beat Dan the Beast Severn.
Wow, not a lot of people can say that.
No. And that was a tough fight, but I got a really tough fight coming up in Brockville. Tickets are at ticketweb.ca. GreatNorthWrestling.ca has all the information. And Trophies Plus in Brockville, if you live in that area, also has tickets. That's located right in the Memorial Centre. So be there if you want to see Hannibal in action. Pick up this big 6'9" giant and slam him to the ground. And I know you might actually be coming to watch me. You've seen me numerous times in the ring, haven't you?
I remember the first time I saw you, it was in Morrisburg, and I have never seen such intensity and passion and anger and fluidity, though. It was like poetry in motion, but...
the reason I'm so calm in normal life is because I can get all that anger out. Some people say they wrestle for the fans. Some people say they wrestle because it's what they've grown up wanting to do. That may be a little bit of it for me, but I actually like hurting people. I enjoy
I've seen it happen.
And it's a way of legally being able to do it.
I've seen it happen.
So, and I've actually defeated his buddy, Tommy Dreamer. I actually made him submit. So I think you wanted to say a few words about him, too.
Well, Jan loves wrestling more than me, even, if you can believe it. But there's a couple of wrestling things going on. Of course, this is the Great North Wrestling we're talking about now, Friday, August 14th at Brockville Memorial Centre. You're also bringing in Jake the Snake Roberts to Kingston.
Yeah, along with Ryan Denny, a local comedian. That's the weekend before. Jake's doing a tour that whole week through Ontario, and there'll be stops. Kingston is the obvious one that I'm helping with, but Westport.
He is still bitter enemies with the Honky Tonk Man, just to throw that in there. Really? In and out of the ring.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Cornwall, that'll be stopping in Cornwall as well. There's a Facebook page you can look up all the details on the Jake the Snake Unspoken Word Tour.
And if you've never seen wrestling live ever, you've only seen it on TV, it's something to experience live. Now, what's happening in Toronto? You're also doing another huge gig.
Yeah, during the Pan Am Games, Tommy Dreamer's bringing, speaking of my friend, he's bringing his House of Hardcore to Canada. First show outside of the U.S. is in Toronto during the Pan Am Games, no less. So there'll be lots of things going on. That's July the 18th at the Ted Reeve Community Arena.
Sweet. I got some stuff to show you. I know you write about wrestling a lot. I love your wrestling, but I've actually been in the ring. Can we see some stuff? This is me. Well, I've had some training sessions, Jan. You might recognize.
That looks painful, actually.
The Hickster. Yeah, he left well.
I actually beat him too.
Did you?
Yeah. I don't think there's many wrestlers out there I haven't beat.
Wait,
that's the truth.
Wait a second, Bill.
You're really good at writing about it.
Oh, I'm good at writing about it. Well, wait a second. I also have spent a little time in the ring myself. I've taken bumps.
Really?
I'm a little familiar with inside the ring as well.
Well, you look like you've been working out.
I have been. I kind of take offense to you suggesting that I only write about wrestling.
Well, I'm not saying you're not a bad. I'm not saying you're.
He's refereed a TNA girls match.
I'm not saying you're a bad writer. I'm just saying in the ring, I think I have a little bit more training, a little bit more experience. I'm just saying.
You're just saying, are you?
Just saying.
I'm just saying that you're wrong. And
is there room?
Are you gonna let him talk to you about that on your show?
Is there room on the card?
Is there room on the card? Do you have a score to settle here?
I think we might.
Jan and I in Brockville in the ring. You want to get in the ring?
I'll get in the ring.
You want to get in the ring?
As a personal favor to you, Bill, I will do that. But the one request I have is let your hair grow until then, because I really miss that long.
Let that hair grow so I can grab a hold of it during our encounter in Brockville.
Well, let's
I will be there.
You and you both be in Brockville, and we will set something up. I want to see that.
I will be in Brockville.
I will be in Brockville, so you better not miss it. Jan's going to be there. I will teach him some wrestling. I will chop him. I will show him how to use these chops on Bill, so don't miss it. August 14th.
August 14th.